Hi, I'm Holly with Vito Farm. We are a Zone 9B small family farm. We are a first-year flower farm. We also raise chickens for eggs and meat, and hogs as well for meat. So we try to practice sustainable, regenerative farming practices. So I wanted to show you the project that we've got going on today. It has been raining for like almost 3 days now, 3 days now. And the sun came out for just a little bit this evening. So I wanted to get out here and get my hands in the dirt and get something done. So this is what we've got going on. So this is our pond, and this is the daffodils that we planted in front of it this year, which you can see they're still blooming, but they're kind of on their way out. And I've been trying to decide, we planted 5,000 daffodils along the front here, and then this section here is what we planted last year, and then we carried it around the pond, and then around the other side. But I was trying to decide what I'm going to do in this section after the daffodils bloom, because I love having flowers here. I love that we can see them from the house. I love that it creates a natural barrier for our kids to stay away from the pond. That's also why we keep the grasses long along the edge. We don't weed whack them back because it makes it harder for kids to get into the pond. So I've been trying to decide what to do with the daffodils, and I finally decided that I'm going to plant gladiolus and irises through here. So last year we had gladiolus in our flower field, and I dug them all up, and I've saved the corms all winter. And now I'm going to take these corms and get them planted in this field right here, and I think it's going to be really pretty. As the daffodils start to die back, their leaves are kind of ugly. Their leaves just kind of turn brown, and so I wanted something to replace them, but it couldn't be, a big bush or something that gets big and will be here year round, because I want the daffodils to come back next year and to be seen and to multiply. And then I also didn't want to just plant a bunch of annuals, because the water here is not great, and gladiolus are actually kind of a low water plant. I will run a drip system through here, I think, over the summer, but this way I think it'll be pretty. The broad leaves of the gladiolus will kind of block out the daffodils dying. And then I did put some irises through here. You can see here, these are the irises. So I think we're going to go with those too. And then the other thing is it has to be able to handle foot traffic, because we have, as you just saw, 2 dogs that run through here. And so it has to be something strong that's not going to just die from the dogs running over them. The other thing about doing these here is that a lot of these gladiolus corms are tiny, because they were the babies from the mother corm last year. And so they probably won't get flowers on them this year, which is okay. They can go in the ground, they can leaf up. The leaves will be pretty, but then next year they should be getting blooms on them. So this will be fun to be able to just have stuff in here that will naturalize, and I won't have to be worrying about planting it every year. I'm just going to start here at the beginning. We're just going to work our way down along the bark. That way I'll know where I end and how many gladiolus I need to do to finish this project. So as I'm planting these, I'm realizing that a lot of these bulbs are, they've dried out, they've gone bad. Either they have mold on them, or because they were the mother bulb, they get old and dry easier. So they either just dried out completely or they have mold on them. So I'm actually going to go through the bulbs first, so I don't have to do it while I'm planting, because that's annoying. So I'm going to go through them, sort them all out. Anything that's bad, I'll just throw in the compost pile. Anything that's good, then we'll get planted. So these bigger ones, like I said, they were the mother bulbs from last year, which means that's what the plant actually grew off of. And so it's old. You can replant it and it will regrow, but a lot of these, I didn't know how to store them, so I just threw them they were in my fridge for a little bit. And then I just store them I stored them in these bags over the winter. So I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it or not, but it didn't work great. So let me show you. So see here, this bulb, I think, looking at it, it doesn't look healthy. Like, it looks like there's not a whole lot left to it. It's kind of got some mold on it and stuff. But then there's this bulb. This is what they looked like when I got them. Or they have, like, you can see the little growth points coming out of it. It's still dry, but I think they'll still grow. They were dry when I got them, but it just looks healthier. It's pink, it's fleshy. It's not dried out like that. So we're going to sort these into 2 different buckets. There's this bucket here of the good ones and the bad ones. Of course, now I'm going through them. More are good than bad. The first bag that I opened, more were bad than good. These ones all look actually pretty decent. Let me show you. This one's still got the baby on it. You can see. So this is where the plant grew from last year. Let's see here, this is where the plant grew from. This was the mother bulb that. This is the older part of the bulb, and then this is the baby that it produced. So these will each produce a new flower this year. And then you can see there's new growth coming out of it here too. Maybe that other bag was just a bad bag, that it was dried up more than these. Like, this one doesn't look good. This one's pretty dried out and hard. No nice growth on it. See, this one has, so I tried to take off most of the babies, but this one's got 2 babies that got left on it. And then this is my bag of, these are the babies. So these, I'm just going to throw these in the ground and hope that they grow back. These ones are much bigger corms, and they actually all look a lot healthier too. These ones are, these ones are great big ones. That's about the size of a head of garlic. That's all I'm going to sort through tonight. I've got a bucket here this is what I'll be able to get planted tonight. The rest I'll go inside and do these when I'm sitting around doing nothing else, so that I can just not have to do this outside and go through them all. All right, let's get back to planting. So I could be doing this with my auger and it would make the job a lot easier, but I don't want to be digging up daffodils. So that's why I'm doing the digging by hand, which kind of sucks. It's going to take it a lot longer, but I just want to be careful and not pull up bulbs that are already here. So we're just doing this by hand. So this is the other reason I'm not using my auger, because it's giving me the chance to come in here and pull up some of the grass that came through during the winter. So it's a good opportunity to weed everything in the bed too. Gladiolus are just like other bulbs that they need to be planted twice as deep as they are big. So some of these bulbs are really big, so they need to be planted deep. And it also gives when you plant them deep, it gives the plant stability. Because gladiolas get, 2 or 3 feet tall, and it gives the plant stability, so it's not going to get super top heavy. That storm we had really knocked over a lot of these daffodils. A lot of them are just laying down on the ground.
We had technical difficulty. The dog just crashed into the tripod.
See those dogs?
They're wrestling. Okay, back to the gardening and wrestling in the background. Can you see you? Annie just wants a peanut butter sandwich. So you want to just do leftovers or whatever? Okay. I'd probably get some chicken and pasta for those. I'll turn the spaghetti into butter noodles with some chicken. There's a little bit of leftover potato and corned beef.
to just have a peanut butter sandwich too. Oh, there are. Okay, I made it about 30 feet around the pond. I made it about to there. It's about 30 feet. So that's a lot and my back hurts. I need to get my auger out, I think. Although I did pull up a bunch of bulbs. Not a bunch, a couple I dug up. So the auger I think would pull up more. But I think I'm gonna get it out because I think it's gonna save me a ton of backache. So that's all the bulbs that I sorted through. Now I'm going to take them inside and sort through the rest of them to get the good ones out from the bad ones. And then we will plant the rest of them. I think this is going to be really pretty. I'm actually really excited. Let me show you what we have here. Because there's way more irises in here than I remember planting. So you can see the big strappy leaves right there. Right, Otis, I don't need your nose in it. Right there, that big strappy leaf, that's an iris. So there's a lot of them in here, way more than I thought. So this will be really pretty when it blooms up. It looks like I have irises about every like 5 feet or so. And irises get pretty big. So I've got them, I think all the way along here. I think I just went to the point, but I have more irises around the property that I always am needing to divide and put somewhere else. So I can continue with that. Yesterday, or the day before it rained, I put these irises out here. And these, you're not supposed to transplant irises right now. It's not the time to do it. And you can see they've already started to bud up. So those buds might die back. But this was growing up underneath my peach tree and it was too close and it was too tall into my peach tree. And this was all one big clump. I should have divided it last fall and I just never got around to it. So I just put them out here, hoping that they'll just be okay and naturalize. The dogs will run through them. The ones that are budded will probably just break off or will just die. I don't think those will stay, but hopefully new ones will come out this summer. So this is our berm that we need to get planted up. It takes a lot of plants. So until I get sponsored by a plant company, for now, I'm paying for it all myself. So plants are expensive. So we're just doing what we can. I did put some plugs in here. These are some daisies that you can see I put in here. It looks like my dogs might have been digging here. Planted these in right before the rain too. Right before the rain I heard and got a lot of stuff in the ground so that the rain would water it in. So they should be pretty. They're pink and yellow. daisies through here, and I threw some wildflower seed down last fall just to see what would come up. So stuff's coming. But all right, that's it for tonight. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. We're trying to get our viewers up so we can get some more videos out for you. So go ahead, give us a like and a subscribe, and we will talk to you later. Bye.